NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From AT&T Center in San Antonio. Tonight, the San Antonio Spurs taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. It's Spurs basketball to get this one going. Underway in Texas. DeJounte Murray to DeRozan. DeJounte Murray picked up by Carmelo Anthony. Add 2 points to the board.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Aldridge taken by the Sixers.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
And Jimmy Butler all in stride. Catch and shoot three is good.
You know, Jimmy Buckets really has an inspiring story. From being homeless at the age of 13 before moving in with a friend, reads like a basketball version of the blind side. That grit has become the fabric of his DNA. From Tyler Junior College to Marquette to the 30th pick in the first round. Are you kidding me? To where he is now, Jimmy Buckets has had to earn every inch that this game has given him.
DeRozan, DeMar DeRozan. Missed his first, that one goes.
As a shooter, your hands always have to be ready. Ready, meaning that your hands are always providing a target to the passer for an easy.
And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Murray into the front court. They trail by 2. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
Look, sometimes it takes a little while to get into the flow of the game. During the next timeout or during the next break in action, take the ball, go shoot it. See the ball go through the net a couple of times.
Sixers have it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
Cash is in for 2.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Murray with the basketball. Down 4. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
It's denied by Embiid.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Simmons. Anthony. Off the mark. Murray into the front court. Down 6 to Aldridge. Nice finish at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Anthony. Here's a chance from long range. Textbook Melo. Hand in his face, lets it fly, and scores. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time. Back in his Denver days, his earlier New York Knicks days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
Simmons to Butler. Anthony. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Joel Embiid, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Can we take a second to talk about the most gregarious personality in the NBA? We don't trust in the process. No. We're beyond the process. Joel Embiid has emerged as this generation's Shaquille O'Neal, and he's done it in a variety of ways. He's a dominant big who doesn't shy away from the physicality of the game. Probably the reason why he was up for Defensive Player of the Year. And also, he has a personality that baits you into a conversation, whether you like it or not, and he's pretty hysterical. This kid is going to be a star in the league for years to come, and you better pay attention to what he has to put down.
New blood coming in for both sides. Patty Mills. For three. Well defended. Tough shot for Patty Mills.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Mills in possession. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Fultz into the front court. His team up by 7. To Butler. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Nice pass to set things up. Gets to the basket and scores.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Fultz to Butler. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Mills in possession. 5-point game. Lays it up and in.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Butler. It's corralled by San Antonio. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. We played a quarter here on Valentine's Day. Jay and I are back after this. It's a special presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. On to the second quarter. Jay, I don't know if we're going to see quite that level of offensive production that we saw to start this one.
You know why?
Why?
Because of the versatility. Because this is positionless basketball, which makes it beautiful to watch. Everybody can triple threat, dribble, drive, shoot the three, do things from long distance. It's a thing of beauty where this game is going.
Jimmy Butler with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. 3-pointer plus a free throw on that trip. Spurs have it. Patty Mills to Gasol. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Redick. Defenders could lose sleep with this guy. J.J. Redick, well defended, still knocks it down.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Here comes the screen. Patty Mills. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
You want tough. Jimmy Butler, contested three, he buries it.
You know, every time I watch Jimmy Buckets, the tenacity he plays with on the defensive end, it just reconfirms the fact that he's been named an All-Star 4 times. He shot a career best, 47% from the field in 2017-18. So when you think about trying to lock him up, you have to limit his touches, and you have to force him to catch the ball with his back to the basket. Make him put the ball down on the ground and make contested shots, because if you don't, Jimmy Butler will cut you apart.
Gasol. Not that time. He missed it. To Anthony. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. He's 3 for 7. Knowing Carmelo Anthony, the competitor, you know he wants to do the same things as he was doing 5 years ago. Can he?
Well, the answer easy is no. Your mind is telling you yes, but your body is saying the exact opposite. The next step for Carmelo Anthony is to understand that he needs to keep it simple. If he's a catch-and-shoot player, help provide spacing and open up that lane for other players to attack.
Gets it in the left corner. From long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. To Butler. Shot won't go. Patty Mills. Now a steal by Philly. To Redick. Not that time.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Jimmy Butler with a chance at a 4-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Unable to connect on the free throw. Murray with it. His guys down big. DeRozan to Murray. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go. To Redick. Butler. He continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down in the stance, stay disciplined, stop losing him, stay attached to his hip, and force him to put the ball on the ground off those curls and finish over your bigs.
Short jumper won't go down. Butler into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Lets it fly from long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. San Antonio ball. DeJounte Murray to Aldridge. Nothing going here on that.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Butler to bring it up. His guys holding the big lead. Redick. That's playing with fire. J.J. Redick wide open. Good luck.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
DeJounte Murray. To DeRozan. Rebound cleared by Philly. Count the bucket for 2.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as a difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Murray into the front court. Down a bundle to Aldridge. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
It's plain and it's simple. The difference between a winning team and a losing organization is the fact that their ability to finish plays. You have to find a way defensively to finish these type of plays to win this.
Slams it home on the putback. Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The 76ers entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Spurs have yet to appear after one half of basketball. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. Have a look at the leading scorers for the San Antonio Spurs.
Game track. Steals.
The San Antonio Spurs seem to be giving the ball away in this matchup like they're working for a charity. Too many times, they've given up steals, and the results have been terrible. Ball control was at its worst in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Butler has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after one half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was gold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
To Simmons. And one. Embiid, good through the contact. And going to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on a three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. San Antonio with the basketball. DeJounte Murray to Gasol. No, I missed a short one there. To Simmons. Over to the right side. Butler. Shot by Simmons won't fall.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still you got to make that one.
To Murray. DeRozan buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his sixth three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
And scores. Nice move, Jay.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Butler. Beyond the arc for three. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
DeMar DeRozan. 4 out of 7.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Simmons to Embiid. Butler. And a putback slam.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Knocked loose. DeRozan. Tough matchup against Butler. Here comes the screen. DeJounte Murray to DeRozan. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Simmons to Embiid. Joel Embiid. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Butler, another chance. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 18, Marco Bellinelli. Into the game for the 76ers. Number 17, J.J. Redick.
Shot from the lane won't go. To Butler. Has a look. The shot by Butler? No.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. Simmons into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Butler, that no good, off the mark. Murray with the basketball. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter.
1 minute remaining in the
DeRozan, down low, Aldridge. Can't connect from in close. Embiid to Simmons. Fires the three. That one off the mark. It's no good. To Murray. Has a chance? Yes. And the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
DeMar DeRozan at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 82%. And he can't convert the free throw. Redick with it. He'll run the offense. To Butler. Fires the three. That right there, Jay, his 8th three of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
DeMar DeRozan with the basketball. Oh, he had it. Butler defended by DeMar DeRozan. That misses with 3 seconds left. 3 quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. And a great start for the 76ers. It's the Spurs with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Anthony, guarded by Jakob Poeltl. Here's a chance from long range. Missed it. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Bellinelli trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. To Anthony for three. Textbook Melo. Hand in his face, lets it fly, and scores.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Embiid with the board.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Right now, San Antonio's possession. Patty Mills, guarded by Carmelo Anthony. Oh, whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. For 3. And the rebound taken by Butler. Anthony. Now a pass stolen by the Spurs.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Butler. From long range, the hot night continues. He's hit 9 threes here tonight.
Uh-oh, someone's getting towards that single-game record territory. He's having that kind of night.
DeJounte Murray. From the painted area, won't go down. Oh, bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
Murray into the front court. Down a bundle. Here comes the screen. Deep left corner. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Jumper's good.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Butler to Anthony. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Change of scenery, but how can Melo still impact a franchise?
It all starts with a mindset. It starts with embracing and accepting your...
Oh!
And he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. DeRozan. Lets it fly from long range, and the rebound corralled by Butler.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
DeJounte Murray. And it's Melo with the rebound. Sixers control it. Butler picked up by DeRozan. Beyond the arc for 3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To DeRozan. Screen coming. DeRozan knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
And Jimmy Butler. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Simmons. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Second effort. Embiid, good for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
DeJounte Murray. To Aldridge. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. Time for some new personnel into the game. DeRozan. Gasol. He's done this too many times. Wide open. Pau Gasol takes advantage.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Butler. That won't go. Simmons with the denial. The Sixers are victorious as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Raymond Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers won this matchup with a significant margin. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Spurs seemed to give up on this game as it got more challenging. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the San Antonio Spurs.
Game track. Defense. Player of the game.
Butler could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here are the upcoming games for the San Antonio Spurs. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.